It's my first reroll that it cost me. I missed where the Tyrion's Tamers used their reroll. I think it was on a go for it for the runner. Skink tries to dodge away to get the skink out of danger, and I fail that, but I've already used a reroll this turn, so I can't use my second reroll. And that ends my turn. I still have a satisfactory perimeter. I mean, he can blitz one of them down, but it's still locked up if he wants to try to run that runner through. So he brings the blocker in, makes a critical success on a dodge roll of 5 to mark the Saurus with that blocker. Again, he just rolls 6s like it's going out of style. So the Saurus is blocked. The blocker steps up to mark that second Saurus, and I think this is the point that he runs the runner around the back side. Or it may just be trying to move that box forward. Yeah, so there's the blitz with the Death Roller on the Saurus, on that lead Saurus that was the biggest threat to the ball carrier. Saurus is down, but not out. He did roll a 6 on that, but he rolled a 6-1, so that he failed to break the armor of the Saurus for once. So, again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lizard men on the field, 3 of whom are literally on the field. So some more thinking here that we're going to skip so that we can get on with it. There's a runner. You see the runner is sort of vulnerable from the back side, but with all the lizard men out here in the front, yeah, there's the runner running around. With all the lizard men out here in the front, the runner wasn't going to go anywhere forward progress-wise unless it was just an all-out assault blitz-wise. It was going to be very slow-moving. So he tries to run the runner around the end here to try to get some action moving towards the end zone. Some more thinking here at the end of the turn. You'll see him run some blitzers around, blitzers and blockers to try to, he marks the skink there in the back, and run some blitzers and blockers around to try to give that runner some protection for the next turn. There's blocker, there's blitzer. I'll speed it up here. And that was a foul from the Troll Slayer, but the foul from the Troll Slayer, that was a 4-1, thankfully, failing to break that armor roll. And a 4-1 not being a double, the Troll Slayer was not sent off with a red card for a penalty. So now the lizard men are up and seeing no advantage to continuing to stand here with a runner out in midfield. I run the skink away, fail the dodge roll. That costs me a reroll, so down to 1 reroll. It's gang skinking there on the runner, but gang skinking, it's only a 1-die block with even 2 skinks on that runner because of the difference in strength. Even with the +1 bonus, the skink with strength 2 plus strength 2 against the strength 3 runner, that's a 1-die block, and I very unluckily only got a push. So he's still holding the ball and now only marked by 1 skink instead of the other skink. Following would have subjected him to abuse by the other blocker that was standing in front of the runner. And I've got too few players on the field to risk more being put out. So instead of establishing a perimeter as I was before in front of the huge crowd, I'm now using the dodgy little skink buggers to create an even close perimeter here on the runner at midfield. And we'll see what he does on the next turn. A little smackdown from the Saurus. Some performance there from a big guy who can't get away. Their dodge, Saurus's dodge, is terrible. So, again, stunty little skink gets away, and that cost me a 6. I rolled a 5 plus 1 because I was dodging away. That was the only way that Saurus was going to get out of there, but better than subjecting him to the mighty blow of the Death Roller. Now he's got a blitz with the Death Roller. Mighty Blow gives the +1 to attack. And I figured better to get the dodge away and risk an injury roll without Mighty Blow. So here we go, trying to clear a spot for the runner. Blitzing the skink down. That is not a stun, it's just a knockdown. So the skink will be up to play another day. And he's putting the box in. Death Roller looks like he's going to make the assist along with that blocker to try to get some back from the Saurus that just knocked his blocker down last turn. And the runner comes back around. And I guess he didn't like the proximity of the skinks to the runner last time and liked the odds of sending that runner in rolling behind the Death Roller. So he moved the Death Roller around. There's another skink knockdown with the blocker. I guess I left him. I did leave him vulnerable. That was a mistake of mine. I actually should have left that skink one square back, which would have required a blitz there, but that was just me being sloppy. So there he goes. Got a good line put up there. One Saurus is the only one who's of any threat. And there's the last reroll. I decided to mark the runner with a skink on the backside. Pretty easy to blitz down, but if the runner's going to blitz him down, it'll take the blitz and cost him one square of movement to make that happen. So Bach of the Moon tried to hit the blocker in front of the lead runner, and that would put 2 markers on his runner. But as you can see, my grandiose luck, I rolled attacker down, and that was the turnover that ended my turn. So what will the trolls do now? Troll Slayer walks up to mark the Saurus. Double mark on the Saurus. Triple mark on the Saurus. I feel like I may see a blitz coming, and there it is by the Death Roller, which is a huge attack on the Saurus there. 3 die block you saw, and there's another one of them 6s. The 3 die block gives him the defender down. He rolled 6-5 on the armor break for an 11, breaking the armor, and then he rolled a 6-3 plus 1 for mighty blow, meaning he got a 10, which is sufficient to injure him and put him out for the rest of the game. So starting the game with 5 Sauri, if you want to call them that. If we go up here and look at my injury box, there are 4 Sauri, or Sauruses, or whatever you want to say, in the injury box over here. 3 of whom are injured and out for the rest of the game, and 1 of whom is DED, dead. So back to the action. I'll scroll around a bit here. Back to the action. Tyrion's Tamers are still in control, and mightily in control, as you see him establishing the new edge of his box. New perimeter, much further downfield, a mere 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares away from glory. That runner's still got to get away from the skink, though, with a blocker behind him. I'm not sure that'll be much trouble. That skink got stunned, so he will not be participating in the next play, freeing up the blitzer to come and get on the skink. I think the blocker still has yet to move. We'll see. He's already used his blitz, so he can't blitz the skink down with the runner, because he used the blitz here with the Death Roller. So if that blocker has already moved this turn, and I apologize for forgetting whether or not he has, if the blocker's already moved this turn, then there's no chance to blitz or to block the skink. The runner just has to make a dodge roll, which he then fails, putting the ball on the ground. And yes, that is the one time when I roll a 6. Second time I've rolled a 6, I guess. That's a 6-5 to break the armor, the 9 armor of the runner, and then a 6-3 for a 9, which KOs him. Doesn't put him out for the rest of the game, puts him out for the rest of this possession with a roll chance of coming back in at the end of this possession or the end of the half, whichever comes first. You get to roll for a chance for your players to wake up. So now it's the serial killer's turn. There's a blitz there on the blocker, and the skink grabs the ball. That was a 5 roll on a pickup, plus the 1 bonus gives me a 6 on a pickup roll of 4. And the skink is running down the field, failing to go for it.